my god, why is it doing this? Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, something went wrong. Can you hear me? Okay, it takes about 6 seconds. Alright, so you guys should be able to see me, but I can't use my software. It's completely blank. But I can see myself, so I have no idea what's going on. But we're going to keep moving forward, so I'm just going to have to do this according to this. So if I'm out of frame, I'm sorry. You caught a cold. Oh no, that's the worst. Don't catch a cold. You gotta catch a bunny instead. Those are way funner. Okay, so you guys can see me. Welcome, oh my god. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Today we are looking at a brown ink. This one is from Herbin. I'll move this up in this corner and make it itty bitty. There we go. This is Herbin Brun Prevenance. It's a brown ink, and this is a scented ink. I can't put this smell anywhere. Maybe like maybe like tobacco a little bit. Kind of. It's not bad. It's not as bad as the diamine inks, but it'll do. Alright, here's today's ink. It's got some nice shading in there. And lots of feathering going on along the edge, so we may see a bunch of that. Alright, here's our here's our ink swatch. Let's do the water resistance test to see if there's any water resistance. Okay. Yup. Where's my... I just threw it on the floor. No. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, so got distracted for a second. Okay, so this does have a little bit of water resistance. It's leaving like this gray-ish down. So, but I might not want to use this on the outside of an envelope, depending on where you're sending it, because it might wash away. So here's our 2 toilet paper chromatographies. This one's done with water, and this was the rubbing alcohol. This one's done with rubbing alcohol. Here we see that it's got that gray splotch that was left behind, so it does have some permanence. And then we see it's got this bright orange and kind of like a dull peach in places. They're bright orange and this like dull peach looking. And then over here we have this brown bit and this peachy color that we kind of see along the edge. Interesting. Very interesting how each of the different solvents. I'm going to try and mute myself. I need to sneeze. Okay, now that I've done that, hopefully it'll leave me alone. Let's try some paper. Let's review some paper. Move this so I can see it. Alright, here we have the Pen and Gear envelope from Walmart.com. Looks nice. But it's got, because it's on the crease, it's going to have a feathering effect when it does bleed and ghost a little bit. It's probably because it's a scented ink. Most scented inks are made from oil, and when you have oil and paper, they just leak right through. Here we have Maramondomosity 80 GSM. Nice, a little bit of shading. A little bit of spread, and bleeding and ghosting. Here we have some South Shore 25% cotton fiber paper. Oh no, you can see it's definitely feathering into the page. A little bit of shading though, and bleeding and ghosting. Wah, wah, wah. This is the JNB Copperplate Graph Pad from JohnNeilBooks.com. Looks nice, no feathering. Ooh, bleeding and ghosting. Rhodia Dot Pad 80 GSM. Oh, I need to turn this off. It's very distracting. A little bit of shading. No real feathering, but bleeding and ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. A little bit of shading, bleeding and ghosting. Mead 5-star notebook paper. Lots of spread. You can see where it's spread into the page. And bleeding and ghosting. No surprise there. Walmart. This is the Pen and Gear Heavyweight Notebook Paper from Walmart.com. A little bit of shading, a little bit of spread into the page, and bleeding and ghosting. Oxford 5 Subjects Circa 23. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, and bleeding and ghosting. CVS Caliber Filler Paper from CVS Pharmacy. Looks really nice. Lots of shading, a little bit of wiggle, and minimal amount of bleeding and ghosting. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to peek at the comments. Hi, the Goat Girl. Hi, Obs. How are you? I know the oil in them. So, yeah, a scent usually is derived from squeezing a vegetable or a plant and or mixing it in a lab and into an oil, so that way it can be put in many different things. If it's all natural, it could be put in food. It could be put in perfume bottles. So there's all kinds of stuff. Alright, the jot envelope from the Dollar Tree. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, and a little bit of bleeding and ghosting. Hobonichi morning evening notepad. Nice shading, a little bit of spread, but minimal amount of bleeding and ghosting. Perfect. Pelican Hub notepad. Nice shading, no feathering, little bit of micro bleeding and ghosting. Kokuyo writing pad, 50 GSM. Excuse me. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, bleeding and ghosting. Irreful 75 GSM. Beautiful shading, no feathering, minimal amount of bleeding and ghosting. Perfect. Here we have Muji notebook paper. Muji notebook paper. A little bit of shading. A little bit of spread. And a little bit of bleeding and ghosting. Oh, that's very distracting. Deal-worthy notebook from Target. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering. Doesn't say what the GSM is, but it's really nice. A little bit of feathering, bleeding, and a little bit of bleeding and ghosting. Here we have Arch and Olive, 160 GSM. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, but no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Perfect. Okay. Let's look at the comments. It's a beautiful brown. Oh wow, scented things. Is this puppy? Scented is this puppy? I don't know what that means. How scented is this puppy? There. I can smell it just about there. So, I mean, unless you're very sensitive to smell. Nope, I can't even smell it on the page. Alright, Leuchtturm 1917 120 GSM. Looks nice, a little bit of shading. Minimal amount of bleeding and ghosting. Perfect. M-Shoy 120 GSM notebook paper. Oh, that's very distracting. Nice shading, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding and ghosting. Anecdote notebook paper. A little bit of shading, a little bit of spread, a little bit of feathering, and bleeding and ghosting. This is a naughty ink. So naughty all the time. It never ends. Alright. Here we have the Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. Looks nice. A little bit of feathering, shading, bleeding on ghosting. So naughty. So naughty. And it's not even a Noodler's ink. Wexford from Walgreens Pharmacy. Again, shading, feather like a chicken, bleeding and ghosting. Alright, Salala notebook. Watch, it doesn't bleed. Oh, this one's less feathery. A little bit of spread. Oh, bleeding and ghosting. Surprise, surprise. Midori MD paper. Nice shading, no feathering, minimal amount of ghosting. Perfect. Best one so far. Daiso premium notebook paper. Nice shading, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of micro bleeding and ghosting. 68 GSM Tomoe River. Beautiful shading, no feathering, little bit of micro ghosting. Leuchtturm 1917-80 GSM. Looks nice, a little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, and bleeding and ghosting. So naughty all the time, it never ends. Okay, so I have no idea what's going on with my setup. I might have to save my settings and reinstall the program, because that's just stupid. So frustrating. It needs a beating. Beat it with a stick. Very sensitive. Oh, I see. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell... I don't know what it's supposed to smell like. It says it's supposed to smell like smoked something. Oh. Oh my God. Let me see if I can find that description again. Scented inks from Herbin collection to offer a new expressive dimension to writing. An invoked set of memory and travel. Subtle hints of honey or lime with musty floral afflictions. Maybe a little bit of musty. Yeah, maybe a little bit of musty floral. That's kind of what it smells like. I don't know where they're getting lemon, honey or lime, but it's kind of a sweet, musty floral. Yeah. Not too bad. Okay, where are you? Alright, so let's do a comparison panel. I have no way to tell where I am, so it's going to take me a minute to figure this out. Okay, so... too many receipts. What do I do with my thing? I don't know what I do with it. These are the things that upset me. Did I put it underneath? I don't think I did. Alright. Let's check the comments. I have to use the same soap as ew! Fine laundry tissue soap. Deodorants. Oh, that's kind of creepy. With all due respect. I would not want my husband to smell like me. I would want him to smell nice. Like kind of manly, but also kind of, I don't know, maybe musty? Or like sweet. I would want him to smell like Hugo Boss Elements, because that is my favorite ink. I smell some guy smelled like that one time, and I was like, wait a minute, come back here. I was like, oh my god, what are you wearing? I'm like, I could make out with you forever right here on the floor. This is not the one, though. I wouldn't go spreading this on your body just to have a brown ink. Have a smell. So anyway, if I'm going too fast, use the J and the L buttons, letters to go forward and backward 10 seconds, the arrow keys to go forward, backward 5 seconds, and the comma period to go back and forward 1 frame at a time. I'll create Brun perfume cacao. Chocolate perfume. Ew, gross. Both smell like soap. I don't smell anything. Yep. There was a diamond ink that was this year or last year, one of the years, they had, it kind of smelled, it was supposed to smell like coffee, but it smelled more like tobacco, like a mixture of tobacco and coffee house. I'll be right back. Alright. That was a big sound. It scared the hell out of me. Okay. Oh, I can't see. Alright. If I move that one over there, that way I won't be distracted. This Pannonia Fajaziko treehouse is a little bit lighter. Cinnabon's lighter. Cinnabon was another scented ink, I think. This Noodler Stockyard Signature is kind of close, but these kind of have the same effect. They're like bleedy and ghosty. Whoa. So, I mean, golden brown is kind of close. It's a little bit more goldeny. Robert Oster Brun is kind of close. And the ceramic comb is it's a little bit lighter. Don't you just say, I said I want to just make out with you here on the floor. Yeah. What clone was this? Hugo Boss Elements. And this is what it looks like. I can't tell if there's anything there or not. 90 milliliters, 3 ounces. Eau de Toilette, P&G London, EC1A, 4DD, UK, 36M. I don't know what that means. Anyway, it's got like a sharp note on the top and like a sweet note underneath it. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god. And I don't even know if they make this anymore, but god, it's one of my favorites. I think they just came out with a new bottle. Boss Elements. Oh, there it is. $69. Holy biscuit. I might have to buy some when I run out of this stuff. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Don't forget to check out the links in the description, and I will be back very soon in another video. So, take care until then. Have a great day. Okay, bye. Let's see, Kit, does that? Nope. Does that even work?